Alright guys, this is the first of this set of special requests. Got a lot on my plate to do these, and this is the first one of about 35, I guess. And this is Grieg's Piano Concerto in A minor. I played this, I guess, about 10 years ago or more when I was in college. And great piece. And we're just doing the intro and the main theme. The person that hired me to do this on Facebook wants the intro and the main theme part, so that's what we're doing here. So it's going to include this introduction, which I have here, and then the main part. All of that, the full main theme. So let's get started with this intro here. Sounds something like this. Let's see. 2, 3, 4. Let me come way up high. Alright, it's really hard for me to, I'm on the floor almost, having to reach over there. But this is that concerto, and then we have this run after that, after you play that last A that goes. And then a little more. Okay, and let's get started. We start with a tremolo on the left hand, way down here low, and it's the lowest A on the piano. You may not can see it on the video, but here's the A on the thumb, and there's an A on the pinky here. Alright, and we're just gonna tremolo that for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we hold the pedal down, the damper pedal, the sustain pedal, and we crescendo a little bit through those 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go way up high. So we start really low, and then we go up high. Now, whenever you have a composer like Grieg or Tchaikovsky, who were not pianists that I remember, they certainly weren't composers of a lot of piano music, although they did write for piano. Sometimes it's kind of awkward to play things that non-pianists write, because they don't know the instrument as well as a pianist would. But they have a lot of things, a lot of octaves, it seems like, and a lot of the same thing in the left hand that's in the right hand, and that's what we're going to have on this. So what we're going to do is play the same thing here in the right hand and the left hand. So same exact notes. Alright? So after we give a 1, 2, 3, 4 with the crescendo, then we're going to come way up high to the highest A on the piano. Now my highest A doesn't come out because my oldest son knocked my coffee over when I was working on something. I had it sitting up here, a cup of coffee, and kind of shorted out a couple of the notes out there. So my highest A doesn't come out here. But we have A, C, E, A. Now I'm way up high here on the highest possible A on the piano. A, C, E, and A at the very top that's not coming out. My left hand is going to do the exact same thing, an octave lower. So here I'm going to be on middle A. Here's the middle C. Okay, so A, C, E, A. I know my head's getting in the way of the notes there, but I can't help it. So A, C, E, A on both hands, way up high. Okay, and then I'm going to play an octave. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is the free part 1. The rest of this is going to be on webpianoteacher.com. I imagine it'll take around 5 videos, something like that. But this is the free part 1 I put up. The person that hired me will be able to download all of the videos for this piece and have them for themselves to practice with. So that's how that works. I'm also on Twitter if you want to get updates when I put up something new. My name on Twitter, of course, is webpianoteacher. If you want to check out what I'm doing, keep up with me, what new songs are coming up, the website, so forth. On Facebook, there's a webpianoteacher.com fan page that I use, so you can look on there for that. Enough of that. All right, let's just did our chord, and then we're going to have octaves. Okay, so octave A So without the two middle notes, without the chord, just the octave, and then down to G sharp. All right, now my G sharp at the top, oddly enough, instead of shorting it out when the coffee spilled on it, it just makes it the velocity value 100 each time, so it comes out full strength no matter if I play it soft. So G sharp octave, so A and then G sharp, and then we're going to be down to E octave, E, G sharp, B, E. All right, so E, G sharp, B, E. So if we start from here, I'm just going to play the right hand so I'm not all in the way. But we go bum, ba, ba, bum. All right. Now the left hand, of course, is doing the same thing. So A, C, E, A, along with the right hand. Then we play octaves in both, and then G sharp octave, and then we're down with both hands to E, G sharp, B, E. Left hand on E, G sharp, B, E as well. And then we're going to go E octave, C octave. So E, two E's, and then down to two C's. Now left hand is going to do that too. E octave, C octave. Okay? Now we're going to repeat that. This is my little sign for a repeat sign, just a return arrow. All right, a lot of people that watch my videos don't speak a word of English, so they're just following the symbols. So that's a convenient symbol for everybody to see here. Just a little arrow going back. And I do that too because people that never have read music before, if you've never read music, a lot of people are learning from these lessons who can't read music notation. So I don't put a traditional repeat sign, I just put an arrow because everybody knows what an arrow means, right? So we go back, and we're going to do this a total of 3 times. This part, not this. This is only at the very first. So we're going to do it 3 times. We already did it once, but the thing is we're going to keep moving down the keyboard as we do it. All right, so if we start the first time, now repeat back. Now we're here. Wait, hold on. I lost my place. Now we're here for this second time through. And then we're going to keep going. Now here's the third time, because we go back for the third time. So I did it 3 times. And then the last time I'm just going to keep going and play an A here. And hold that for a while. And then I'm going to have this section after that. But for the rhythm of it, the first time through, the note values are longer, and then they're going to be shorter the second and the third time. Let me show you what I mean. Here we go. Let's start from the very beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2. 3 and 4. Ah, sorry. Played a C sharp there. I shouldn't do that. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2. 1 and 4. And then we just hold that for 3 counts. 1, 2, 3. And it's kind of rubato too. So it normally when it's played, they accelerate through that and then kind of slow down at the end of it with that big run. But let's do it again so you can hear it, get it in your ear. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now tremolo is not steady, you know, da 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 da. We're not doing that. We're just creating kind of a timpani sound, okay? So, or a kettle drum sound. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2. Start this long run going upwards. Wow, it's so nice to have more than 10 minutes on my YouTube video now. First they went up to 15 for everybody. Now apparently certain accounts you can have longer than 15, so mine's on that. So we'll take as much time as we need. Now as you're holding this, 1, 2, 3, then we're going to do this sounds really difficult, but it's really not as difficult as it sounds because it's just chord patterns. You're just holding a chord and rolling it up. Now, after you're holding this A in both hands, okay, then we go here, we're going to do the first, this is left hand, it goes left, right, and then left, right, left, right, left, right, because that's 3 times. See the 3 times there? So that's 3 times. So let's start with the left hand on this first one. Lowest A on the piano, may not be able to see it on the video, but it's lowest A, and then we're going to go up to the next A on the piano, so an octave there, and then I'm going to cross over with my 2 for the E, and then my thumb will go on the A. So it's ba, 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 ba. And I'm going up. That's why an up arrow there. Now you may say, what's the rhythm? There's really not a rhythm. They're written in 16th notes in the manuscript. But, you know, it's just kind of very deliberately at first, and then we'll go faster. Now the second one is right hand, but it's way down here. So that middle C is on your pinky. But we're going to do C, E, A, C, and I like to finger that 1, 2, 4, 5. Some of you don't like to use your 4th finger. You need to get used to doing that because it just fits nicely better than a 3. It's more constraining and awkward to do a 3. So try to use a 4 if you can. C, E, A, C. So we have with this one, ba, 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 ba. Alright, so those are the first 2 runs. Now, the next ones that are going to be 3 times is going to be left hand A, C, E, A, right here. Okay, here's the middle C, so we're right here. A, C, E, A, and then the right hand's going to have right after that, this is right hand on this one, C, E, A, C, going up, like the up arrow says. So we're going to go left, right. That was the first time. Now the second time, let's move up an octave and do the same thing. A, C, E, A, and then C, E, A, C. So that's the second time. Now for the third time, I'm going to move up even higher. A, C, E, A, C, E, A, C. And that's it. That's the end of that run. Alright, and then we're going to start here and do the... Alright, and then of course is... which comes up next, which is really fun. So let's do this run again, alright? So we just played the A. 2, 3, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay? Now I'm going to do it slow. So we're holding this 1, 2, 3, and then left, right, and now we're here. Left, right. Second time, left, right. Third time, left, right. Now let's put that together with the beginning, alright? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Faster than that, but you have to start slow and then get faster as you're able to. Don't force yourself to go faster. That's a very bad thing to do. Let it get faster on its own. Alright, left hand we're going to do F octave here, down here. And the right hand's going to have a single F. In the manuscript this is written as a big 8th note, so it's just boom. And then this is, after this is a grace note, an auxiliary note going to this one. Ba-bum. Alright? Okay? So we have F, A, D, F, and in the right hand we have A, D, A. Now we're going to play exactly the same thing up an octave higher for this. So you have to get off of this one. You have to use this one as a springboard and hop off of it to the next one. See that? Now you don't have time to prepare your hand. You don't. If it's a slow piece, you can go and then get ready and then do that. You can't practice it that way because then you'll always try to feel around before when you land on it. But there's no time to do that. So from the get-go, you have to practice going for it. See, I missed it there. I always make my excuse that I'm at an awkward angle here, but. You have to just land on it. So practice that springboard. So your hand's already in that position from this first one. Try to just land on it. Alright, now the next one is the same thing, same idea, but different notes. G sharp here on the right hand. Left hand is G sharp octave here. And then we're going to come up and go G sharp, B, E, G sharp. Right hand's going to do B, E, B. Same thing, springboard up to the exact same notes on the next one. Okay, so let's start right here. Alright, so ba-bum, ba-bum, those are fast. Now let's do the whole intro, and we'll be done with this part one. Alright? Again, the rest of this lesson series on this main theme is on webpianoteacher.com. Alright, so let's finish it up. I'll play it slowly, 1 or 2 times here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, 3, ba. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, and then okay. Alright, if you want to hear someone play it really fast, look up a YouTube video. I'm just teaching it to you here, not really performing it. So it always helps to listen to an original, you know, someone who's a really good pianist play it. So anyway, there's your part one. Hope you enjoy it.